That's that G Rock, y'all. What's up, everybody? We live. This is my first show off the grid with Trish. Welcome, everybody. Oh, I got applause. Yay, yay. Hercules. Trisha, Trisha. All right, let's get started. I just want to welcome everybody. Make sure y'all like my show the most because it's my first one and I need y'all to like me. Um, So hit that button. Make sure everybody on here that hasn't subscribed, subscribe. Make sure that y'all in the comments telling people to subscribe to the Gas Mask Tribe. So this is Off the Grid with Trish, where we just talk about whatever I feel like talking about that's off the grid. I'm sure my boy Biz got a couple of videos for us to watch. So I say we start with the first video and I can see what's popping. Let me see how I feel about this video, Biz.
This is sad. Yeah, let's. This is sad. Yeah, let's.
Straight. This show is called Face the Truth. But the only thing y'all facing is how to degrade this black young man who mother put him last over some nigga. Is that what you got difficult? Hey, Fox, you sitting up there fixing your lips to tell him that it's not right. But when a mama say she let her boyfriend beat the hell out of her son, you didn't say, yeah, that's not right. All you said to her was, a lot of women go through that. You made an excuse for her behavior and not protecting her kid. But you'll sit there and tell this young man that this not right. Y'all talking down to this boy. See, I don't like that. If it was face the truth is that the mama did not protect her child. The mama did not put her child first. The mama put her child in jail so she can lay up with a nigga. That's what she did. Let's face the truth. If y'all really want to face the truth, y'all have the audacity. All those women sitting on the panel talking down to this black boy. It's no excuse. It's no reason. It's not plausible. It's unexcusable. It's degrading. I can't even think of the words I want to say. To allow a man to come in and abuse your kids. Then you wondering why your kid acting out and he not behaving and why he got behavior problems and why he's becoming a bully. And then the man sit there and tell you, yeah, I was a bully because I'm at home and I got to get beat by this man and my mama don't do nothing. That's why I was doing it. And you're going to say, oh, that's not right. What the hell is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? This is why it's so much trauma. Like, black men have no outlet to say how they feel. Because then y'all women, y'all call them sassy. Y'all call them bitches. Y'all call them whatever. This is a young black man crying out to say how he was unfairly raised by his mom. And y'all still find it to be his fault. Y'all are sickening. Get y'all life together. And I also want to just quick piggyback to say y'all want to sit there and say he grown. Just because a person is grown don't mean that they get over their childhood trauma just like that. It takes years of therapy, right? And it actually takes acceptance from the mom to make him start healing. Because from what I'm hearing from this lady is, yeah, I did this, but you were acting out. You were doing this. I put you in jail for this reason. Instead of just telling them the truth. That I love the man more than I loved you. So I let him come into my house and I let him abuse you and beat you. And I put you in jail so I can be laid up with him and not worried about you. No, that's not what you say. What you say is, oh, well, you were acting out. You still not taking responsibility and accountability for your choices, your poor action, and you got a group of powerful women that's backing you up when you are a bad mother. And it's going to take a lot of therapy for this young man to get together. And then we wonder why the young men are like.
This is sad.
Yeah. This show is called Face the Truth. But the only thing y'all facing is how to degrade this black young man who mother put him last over some nigga. Is that what you got difficult? Hey, Fox, you sitting up there fixing your lips to tell him that it's not right. But when a mama say she let her boyfriend beat the hell out of her son, you didn't say, yeah, that's not right. All you said to her was, a lot of women go through that.
Because you ain't
You made
listening.
an
Because she not talking
excuse
about that nigga.
for her behavior and not
Okay.
protecting her kid.
But
But
you
you'll
know, that's
sit
just
there
my
and tell
opinion.
this young man that this not right. Y'all talking down to this boy. See, I don't like that. If it was face the truth is that the
I
mama
don't
did not
like
protect
that.
her child. The mama did not put her child first. The mama put her child in
She
jail
said all
so
of
she can
that.
lay up with a nigga. That's what she did.
Yeah,
Let's
she
face
said
the truth.
all of
Y'all
that.
really want to face the truth. Y'all have the audacity. All those women sitting on the panel talking down to this black boy. It's no excuse. It's no reason. It's
Can we
not
not
plausible.
play?
It's
Okay.
unexcusable.
I'm gonna
It's
keep talking.
degrading. I can't even think of the words I want to say. To allow
I'm
a
sorry,
man
my
to come
black
in and
lady
abuse
friend,
your kids. Then you
African
wondering
American
why your
woman,
kid acting
Persian
out
people.
and
I
he
know
not
everybody wanted to
behaving
be
and why he
down
got
with
behavior
her
problems and why he's
and this,
becoming a
but
bully. And then the man sit there and tell you, yeah,
she
I was a
was
bully
totally
because I'm
wrong
at
for
home and I got to
everything
get
she
beat by this
saying. But
man and my mama
again, I
don't do
can't help
nothing.
but hear
That's
the
why I was doing
woman,
it.
the
And you gonna
mother
say, oh, this
say,
not right. What the
"That
hell
I
is wrong
lived
with
that
y'all?
fucked up
What is
life.
wrong with y'all? This
I
is why
was
it's so much
wrong. I
trauma.
was toe up,
Like
but I
black men
had
have no
10 got out of
outlet
that."
to say how they
That's
feel
the
because then
only
y'all women,
reason
y'all
why
call
they
them
couldn't
sassy, y'all
sympathize
call
with
them
the mom,
bitches, y'all
because she
call them whatever.
wasn't
This
up
is
there
a young
saying,
black man crying
"Nah,
out to say
I
how
didn't
he
have
was
none of that happening. I didn't
unfairly
have no
raised by his
abuse
mom,
happening.
and y'all still
He was
find it to
being
be his
bad at
fault.
home,
Y'all
and
are
that's why
sickening.
he was
Get y'all
being
life
whipped."
together.
She didn't
And I
say
also
none of
want
that.
to just quick piggyback to say y'all want to sit
See,
there and say he's grown.
that's
Just
where
because a person is
the
grown don't mean that
punishment
they get
needs to
over their
fit the
childhood
crime.
trauma just
Your
like that.
judgment
It
needs
takes
to
years
fit
of
what the
therapy,
hell the
right? And it
situation
actually
is.
takes
And
acceptance
second of
from the
all, you need
mom
to learn how to
to make him
actively
start healing.
listen,
Because from what I'm
sweetheart.
hearing from this lady
Just
is,
actively
yeah,
listen so you
I
could
did this, but
like,
you were acting out. You were doing this. I put
man,
you
I
in jail
think
for
that
this
is
reason. Instead of
because you
just telling them the
saw
truth, that I love the man more
another
than I loved
color
you. So I let
and
him
a
come into
black
my
with a
house
voice
and I
in the
let him
mix. So
abuse
you
you and
already
beat
got a
you and I
problem
put you in
because
jail
his
so I
mama
could be
not
laid
black.
up with him and
I'm
not
sorry,
worried
y'all. Don't
about
get
you.
mad at me,
No,
but
that's
I'm
not
gonna
what
just
you
tell y'all
say.
how I
What you
feel.
say is, oh, well, you were acting out. You still not
Get a
taking
video where the mama real
responsibility and
trifling,
accountability for
bitch.
your choices, your
Bruh,
poor
get
choices,
a
your
video
poor
where the mama
action, and you got a
trifling,
group of
where she
panel
don't
women
admit
that's
nothing, she
backing
don't
you up
care,
when
she
you
just
are a
out here like,
bad mother.
yeah, I
And
was
it's going to take a
upset.
lot of therapy for
Yeah,
this
he
young
was
man
beating
to
my
get
baby
together.
ass, but you know
And
what? I
then we
love
wonder
the
why the
baby
young
then,
men
and
are
then put this
This
girl
is
behind that
sad.
shit.
straight. This show is called
Just a
Face the
couple,
Truth.
and this
But the only thing
this
y'all
was not one
facing
of them.
is how to degrade
I
this
don't even
black
got attention
young
span
man
like
who
this. This
mother
video
put
longer.
him last over some nigga. Is that what you got difficult? Hey, Fox, you sitting
Nigga.
up there fixing your lips
Let me
to
stop,
tell
because people
him
probably mad at me
that
right
it's
now
not right.
because
But when a mama
somebody out
say
here
she
not
let
listening
her
to that lady talk
boyfriend beat
either,
the hell
and
out
they
her son,
feeling
you didn't
her.
say, yeah, that's not
Or
right. All you
somebody
said
just
to her was,
judgmental
a
and
lot of
got
women
their
go
own
through
little
that.
issues and
You made an
mad at me
excuse
right now or
for
something,
her
just like
behavior
she
and
is.
not protecting her kid.
No,
But you'll
they be
sit
mad
there
sometimes
and
because you're
tell
light
this
skinned.
young man
Shit,
that
I
is,
don't know. They be
oh,
mad
this
because
not right. Y'all talking
I'm
down
gonna
to
wear
this
my
boy.
hair
See, I
like
don't like
this
that.
and still feel
If
like
it
I'm
was
the
face
shit
the truth is
because
that the
it's
mama did
cute
not
and I
protect
got
her
that good
child.
shit.
The mama did not put her child first. The mama
Somebody,
put her
but
child in
this lady
jail
right here,
so
she
she
mad
could
about
lay up with a
something.
nigga. That's what she did.
Too mad.
Let's
I
face
think
the
her
truth. Y'all really
parents
want
did
to
her
face the
like
truth.
that.
Y'all have the audacity. All those women sitting
Fucked
on the
over
panel
her
talking
kid,
down to
literally.
this black boy. It's no excuse. It's no reason.
Can
It's
somebody give me
not
their
plausible.
opinion?
It's unexcusable.
Is she
It's
talking down?
degrading.
Can I get some
It's
comments on the screen?
I
Is
can't
she
even think of the
talking
words I
down
want
to
to
them?
say. To allow a man to come in and abuse
Okay.
your kids.
I'm gonna
Then
have to
you
go get a
wondering
second
why your
phone so
kid
I can
acting
even
out
see if
and he
anybody
not
is up here
behaving
with
and
me.
why
Cause
he
I'm
got
not getting
behavior
no
problems
comments
and
on the
why he's
screen.
becoming a bully. And then the man sit there and tell you, yeah, I was a bully because I'm at home and I got to get beat by this man and my mama don't do nothing. That's why I was doing it. And you're going to say, oh, this not right. What the hell is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? This is why it's so much trauma.
No
Like,
comments.
black men have no
Comments.
outlet to say how they feel. Because then y'all women, y'all
What
call
I
them
miss?
sassy. Y'all call them bitches. Y'all call them whatever. This is a young black man crying out to say how he was unfairly raised by his mom. And y'all still find it to be his fault. Y'all are sickening. Get y'all life together. And I also want to just quick piggyback to say,
Can
y'all
you?
want to sit there and say he
Somebody
grown.
said they
Just
can't
because
hear
a
me in the
person is grown
comments.
don't mean
Y'all
that they
can't
get
hear
over
me?
their childhood trauma just like that. It takes years of therapy, right? And it
Hi,
actually takes
Gabriella.
acceptance from the mom to make him start healing. Because from what I'm hearing from this lady is, yeah, I did this, but you were acting acting out. You were doing this. I put you in jail for this reason. Instead of just telling them the truth. That I love the man more than I loved you. So I let him come into my house and I let him abuse you and beat you. And I put you in jail so I can be laid up with him and not worried about you. No, that's not what you say. What you say is, oh, well, you were acting out. You're still not taking responsibility and accountability for your choices, your poor action, and you got a group of powerful women that's backing you up when you are a bad mother. And it's going to take a lot of therapy for this young man to get together. And then we wonder why the young men are like,
can you
This
cut the
is
video
sad.
down?
Yeah, let
this show is called Face the Truth. But the only thing y'all facing is how to degrade this black young man who mother put him last over some nigga. Is that what you got
Cut
difficult?
this
Hey,
damn
Fox, you
shit
sitting
off.
up there fixing your lips to tell
Biz.
him that it's not right. But when a mama say she let her boyfriend beat the hell out of her son, you didn't say, yeah, that's not right. All you said to her was, a lot of women go through that. You made an excuse for her behavior and not protecting her kid. But you'll sit there and tell this young man that this not right. Y'all talking down to this boy. See, I don't like that. If it was face the truth is that the mama did not protect her child. The mama did not put her child first. The mama put her child in jail so she can lay up with a nigga. That's what she did. Let's face the truth. If y'all really want to face the truth, y'all have the audacity. All those women sitting on the panel talking down to this black boy. It's no excuse. It's no reason. It's not plausible. It's unexcusable. It's degrading. I can't even think of the words I want to say. To allow a man to come in and abuse your kids. Then you wondering why your kid acting out and he not behaving and why he got behavior problems and why he's becoming a bully. And then the man sit there and tell you, yeah, I was a bully because I'm at home and I got to get beat by this man and my mama don't do nothing. That's why I was doing it. And you're going to say, oh, that's not right. What the hell is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? This is why it's so much trauma. Like, black men have no outlet to say how they feel. Because then y'all women, y'all call them sassy. Y'all call them bitches. Y'all call them whatever. This is a young black man crying out to say how he was unfairly raised by his mom. And y'all still find it to be his fault.
Okay,
y'all are sickening. Get y'all life together.
But
And
I'm
I
not
also
about
want
to
to
sit
just
here no
quick
more.
piggyback
It
to
was
say,
such
y'all
a
want to sit there and
great
say he
show.
grown. Just because
I mean, can y'all hear me? Thank you, Jesus. Can you guys hear me? All righty. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. And I'm not even talking about the video. I'm talking about you, Biz. Playing that video for that long. I don't know if you went to take a shit. I don't know what you was doing. But you played that video that long. Now I'm sitting here talking through the whole video. I got all kinds of stuff to say. Because I got a problem with it. And can't nobody hear me. I had to go to the YouTube and jump in the comments. Somebody, whoever called Biz, thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's get into this video though. So first of all, the lady at the end was very, very aggressive. She was very angry. She was very upset. And people may not like this, but I feel like she was just upset because she was looking at color. And the moment she saw color on that woman was not black, brown, or high yellow or red or something like that. She was like, ain't no melanin in that skin. She automatically was not willing to hear nothing that the chick was saying. She was done with her. She was done with her. She's mad because they're getting on this little boy for his, well, this grown ass man now for his behavior. But if you hear in the beginning of the video, the mother said, I was living that life. I was wrong. I take full responsibility. I don't even want sympathy. However, I was out of that situation and these things were happening. Do I think she should have put him in jail? I don't know. How bad was the little nigga? On something real, how bad was he? How bad was his drug problem? And what was it causing? What was the issue? I feel like, do we need to judge off of a video or do we need to investigate the situation? Um, yeah. What's that? Well, goody, my goody. Oh, hey, what's up? What's good with you? What's good with you, Walt? Um, yeah. So back to this video. I hope y'all don't get mad at me for my opinion, But I do feel like the chick at the end just had a vendetta over color. She was really angry. I mean, the other women on the panel, I swear I saw some black women on the panel, and those black women, I mean, yeah, the women were sympathetic, but when somebody tells you they taking full ownership and you listening to what the hell they saying, you ain't looking at their color, how you gonna beat that person up some more? They already took responsibility, got out the situation, and now, yes, if your son think he was affected by it because he was getting his ass beat by that man, he was affected. And so she might have, y'all don't know, she might have pampered and babied and whatever she could have to try to make up for it. However, he was doing shit that was endangering himself, his future. He was fucking up. And she needed to deal with that behavior. She needed to rectify it. I probably would have drug tested the little nigga myself. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have made gel at home for him. That's probably what I would have done, but to each his own. I don't know. If it was too much for me to handle, and come on, she's not, wasn't, she wasn't black. And you know, the others, except for like some feisty ass Latina, Puerto Rican, you know, still color. You know what I'm saying? They really don't know how to handle, you know what I'm saying, black children per se, like us black mothers do or Hispanic mothers do. Shoot, them Asian mamas don't play neither. But see, that's all color. That's all color. So I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe that was her only course of action because she didn't know how to do gel at home like I do. You know what I'm saying? So on the flip side, I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all some of my business. I mean, I've been, you know what I'm saying? Probably recently. So maybe because Biz my family, he might be probably all up in my damn business. Now he putting shit up because people in the family be talking. They be running mouths. They be trying to tell people business that don't need to be out. But it's cool. It's sometimes it's love, sometimes it's hate. Watch them niggas too. Watch them niggas too. But on the real though, I done been in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Situation, trying to get up out of it. But the difference between me and that lady was ain't no nigga about to be beating on my kids. Ain't no man, ain't no dog, ain't no cat, ain't no kid. Nobody's touching my children. But my situation wasn't physical like that. You know, it became physical at the very, very end of it as I'm walking out the door and I don't want to deal with you no more because you verbally ridiculous. But I wasn't playing that shit with my kids. He can't even talk to my kids. He may have attempted and got shut down with it, but he wasn't allowed to do none of that. I don't play with my kids, but y'all gotta watch out for that. Let me be real with y'all women. Let me be real with men, because men be in abusive relationships just because for real. Anyway, just because don't let a man touch your children or talk crazy to your children and you just allow it to yourself, don't ever believe that's not affecting your children. It is affecting your children. It's gonna cause just as much damage as it will cause. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna cause a different damage. Not the same, but a different damage. So you gotta be careful about that, because the reason why it's gonna cause that damage is because, like, real talk, your kids might not be getting hit. They might not be getting talked to like that. But having to watch their mama or their daddy get treated like that, of course, I don't know why, it's a double standard. We'll talk about that one day. But it's worse for the woman, of course, when she getting beat. It's when the kids see their mama getting beat, getting yelled at and down talk, yeah, that's gonna fuck with the kids. It's gonna mess with them. So, yeah, that's my intake and my thought and my outtake and my overall all the takes on that video, because it was there for a long time, so I thought I'd talk for a damn long time too about it. If we got another, well, I'm scared, bitch. I need to put another video on though, because how long is it gonna play? I mean, maybe I should just play show. How can I be great? What y'all acting like this? Oh my God. Somebody put in a comment what y'all need to do. Let me know. Hey, cousin. No. Deal with music was too loud. Okay. Yeah, it was very, very loud. That's not my fault. That's production. That's not my fault. They are supposed to have like comments on the screen too, y'all. And I don't see none, so I got to keep clicking over, coming back, production playing with me, yo. Y'all want me to repeat my take about that long video that played for 30 minutes? Oh, I'm about to send it right now. Y'all, give me a pause. I'm going to send it right now. So y'all can't hear nothing that I'm saying. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna... Can y'all hear me now? Please, somebody. Oh, God. Can you guys hear me now? Like, I'm over it. That's Biz ass. That's Biz ass. It's obviously he ain't producing shit. He got it on autopilot. He got that shit on autopilot. I was actually having a whole big conversation by myself. What the hell is happening? Y'all still hear me? So y'all can still hear me. The music is not too loud now. Exactly. I don't know what to do, y'all. I'm so sorry. I do not know what to do. I'm gonna cut this out. I am over this shit. I'm over this shit. My show's supposed to be over in just a few minutes, anyways. I'm over it. I tried to give y'all a good show. I tried to communicate and get my thoughts on videos, but the producer is whack as hell. Can anybody hear me? Cause right now, damn, fuck that fucking video. We gonna talk shit about Biz. Cause who producing this? Is it Jay Smooth? Is it Biz? Who is in the background? Somebody tell me. I don't know. Who is it? Cause y'all suck. But it's not really that y'all suck. Y'all just dirty. Y'all doing me dirty right now. Cause I'm the. What is this? Finally. Oh my, I don't even think I want to do anything else but talk about this nigga who keep playing the music in the background. Yeah, okay, now, now the comments coming up. Now I could, okay, it's okay. I hope it's off. I don't know, somebody put a comment up. Let me know if y'all want me to go back again for the third time and give my opinion on that long ass video that played for the first 30 minutes. I'm not pushing nothing. Oh, I was pushing buttons earlier because no comments was coming up. I was going back and forth to the comments. Do you guys want to hear my opinion on this video again? Okay, you can. Okay, because I'm not even hyped about the video, but I'm gonna give y'all my opinion because I feel like somebody, production. I mean, I know I'm not paying for this. Um, I know it's free and everything in the background production, but that ain't right. This ain't right, and we gonna have a talk, or I'm gonna fire y'all. Y'all ain't even hired. I ain't even paying nobody. Come on now. So I'm gonna talk about this video one more time. Just can I get a comment up here just so that I know we good? Okay, we changed the. Thank you. Okay, that's great. All right. In regards to the matter of fact, let's just start the fuck over. Let's just start the fuck over. Let's start the fuck over. Listen, um, welcome, y'all. This is my first show, Off the Grid with Trish, where we just gonna talk about whatever, watch some videos. I'ma shoot the shit and tell y'all how I feel about it. So, I'm sure you guys saw that long production of the video earlier. And I was just saying all that time you saw me talking that the girl at the end had a bit of haterism. She was a bit upset. She was a tad bit aggressive, and people may not like me for saying this, but I mean, she was mad as hell because the chick wasn't black. That wasn't a black mama. That's why she was mad. She literally saw that this lady was not black, and she was raising a black son, and literally tuned out everything that lady said. She wanted them to attack this woman and go in hard on her. But I too would have found that hard to do because in the very beginning of the video, the lady said, I take full responsibility for what I did. I was living a toe up life, and you know what I'm saying? I'm out of that now. And then my son was still cutting up. So, you can't really attack a person that's taking full accountability for something that they doing, something that they did. And yeah, I feel it. He was only, he was only acting that way because, you know, he was getting his ass beat. Now that's some true shit, and that's real fucked up. And he should not have been getting his ass beat. But now that she's no longer in that situation, she's no longer living that life. Now she has a son that she has to nurture the side that was hurt and abused and try to like help heal that, but at the same time she cannot allow bad behavior, that type of behavior that may get him hurt in jail, killed, whatever. Who knows? I don't know how bad the brother was, but obviously he was bad. Now would I have put my kid in jail? Yeah, I don't know. How bad is the little motherfucker? He might have to go to jail. Do I got other kids? I don't know. But I know the first thing I would have probably did is I would have probably drug tested that little nigga myself and created jail at home first. Cause he wouldn't have got that bad to where he had to go to jail. You understand what I'm saying? Like I could have worked on that, cause you know what I'm saying? Like he was getting beat. He was, having major issues and problems at home. But yet they weren't happening anymore. So I don't know. The chick at the end, she was just real aggressive, and I truly feel like it's because the lady wasn't black. And you gotta understand when you of the other color, another color, maybe not the other, just another color. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for them women to deal with a black man. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a black child, like men to raise up, and not even a black boy, but being a Caucasian mother is hard raising for a lot of Caucasian women, raising a mixed or a black child, because not all of them come from the hood or understand the motherfucking hood. Okay, not every no. You know what I'm saying? She probably wasn't capable of creating prison like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna create prison. You know what I'm saying? I got that. My baby don't need to go to jail. I can make jail at home. Don't play with me. But maybe she ain't got it like that. So I don't know. We can't be judging her like that. What you say? I think she would feel that way no matter what. Yeah, you moving that real quick. Yeah, more upset that she would never be able to understand the true being of a black. And you know what? I understand that too. That's why I said I know you guys are gonna be upset, or some people may not like it because oh, he's a black man and you're beating him up and you're doing this. But I mean, I listen to the. I don't know. I don't know. Let, 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 let me say this. I've been in situations myself as a child, I never got well, I take that back. I was in a very, my mom was, hey, my dad was abusive. My grandfather was the same way. So every child reacts differently, and some kids, they fly off the handle and they really go bad. And as a parent, sometimes we don't make the right decisions, but we are willing to go off the limb and try some crazy shit to reel our kids back in. And I feel like if she was a black mother that had him drug tested and let him went to jail, I don't know. I feel like people would have been more like, it would have been a total different situation. So that's the problem with me. The chick at the bottom was definitely seeing color and not listening to all the words in the thing. I'm not condoning beating on children, none of that. Let me just, matter of fact, because obviously, because y'all know everybody, most of the, Biz, my family, Tone, my family, Vicky Myers, that's my family. So we, like, a lot of people, we all up in here, family and stuff. So, family be talking and be spreading people business and be telling stuff. Sometimes they be doing it because they love you, and other times you gotta watch them too sometimes. But so maybe people know me. So this might be a good subject, because I'm not gonna lie. I've been what, a house is a house that has a lot of windows. Oh yeah, all houses got windows. Absolutely. So I'm gonna say this. I've been in a situation that was abusive. However, my situation was completely different. uh dude ain't he wasn't like beating up on me and stuff like that, and I would never let no dude beat up on my kid. Like, that's crazy. But mine was more verbally abusive. Towards the end, as I was like, I'm done and I'm leaving, it got a little real toxic and crazy. And I mean, I lightweight. I lightweight was like, let me bounce because I might die. But understand that wasn't no 2 3 years. That was like months. You got me messed up. But with all that being said, I would never let the man that I'm with, no matter what I go through, abuse or come at my kids. That's where I'm gonna draw the line, and you and I, we gonna have a problem. I'm not gonna be with you. However, people gotta watch that, because just because you out here trying to, you could try to keep it from your kids. If you're in an abusive situation, you can try to keep that from your kids. No matter how hard you try, if they living in the house with you, they're going to be affected. Even if that man or that woman never ever says anything mean to them or abuse them, they love that person, they nice, everything. The fact that a child is watching their parent, their mother especially, be verbally or physically abused is always going to affect that child. And children just act out differently. um yeah, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's a work in progress. You know what I'm saying. You like, do you ever really get out? Does an abusive man ever really truly, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta get out, not just of the relationship, but you gotta retrain your mindset, the way you think, the way you operate, the way you move. And that takes a very long time. It doesn't matter if you was in an abusive relationship for a year or you was in one for 15 years. You got in that relationship, don't matter if that, well, I'm not even giving my children, dad, no love, because if you not being the man father you need to be, then what kind, I think, okay, then what kind of woman would I be opening my legs to a deadbeat? Ah, Riri, you a strong ass bitch. You strong as hell. I ain't saying that with no clown. You strong as hell, Riri. But you know what? It's a lot of women out here who don't come from strength and wasn't taught the right. You know what I'm saying? They might not have got what you got. Hello, hey girl, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad the music is off.
I know. I was like, okay, we up in the club, we talking,
I'm glad the
the
music
let
and
out,
the video went off. Can you guys
and
can
the
still
let
hear
out.
me?
I can still
Huh?
hear you. I can still hear you.
Okay. Okay, cool. At least now I got somebody on here to let me know if I'm heard, because I was over here giving it out earlier. And
I
it
know, and
was better the
I
first three
kept
times.
texting. I kept texting, but then I realized you couldn't see the chat neither.
Yeah, but I started looking. That's what I was touching. Y'all see me touching. That's because I was trying to get back and forth to the chat. I'm just like, okay, I give up because production was playing. But let's digress from that and go back. What you think about that video?
Um, Honestly, I think the lady. I didn't catch all of it, but I don't think the lady. I don't think the lady. It would have mattered if the woman she was talking about was white, black, orange, but I think she was more appalled by the fact that, okay, y'all was sitting there as black women with this white woman, and we raise our kids different, and I don't think she wanted them to attack her, but I think she was like, okay, well, address it. And every time the young man said something, I got upset because it seemed like now y'all want to kind of attack him, like you're not his mom's. Just because his mom was lacking her job doesn't mean you're on near the piano to be his mom's. You're supposed to have a non-bias, you know, feeling about it and talk about it. But I do get, if you want to, check him a little bit or present something to him, but don't make him feel attacked. And he did well holding his, maintaining it. And he
He
honestly,
definitely held his own.
Yes, and every time somebody asked him a question, he just simply answered it. He answered an honest answer. And that's what I didn't like about it, is that no matter what nobody liked about his answer, nobody actually took the time to process his answer so he can process. But he obviously processed it more than they did because he handled it more mature. He was straight up. He said it. Not that it was right, but I was a child. And children don't know how to say, "Hey, I need a hug." Children don't know how to say, "I'm feeling sad today." Children, especially if they've been abused and used and all that other stuff, children only respond by acting out. It's like a
Let
baby
me ask
before.
you a question. No,
What?
let me ask you a question. Um, so what would you have thought that so you're not saying it's not that they should have said more to the mother, it's that you felt they were attacking him.
A little bit kind of attacking him, not so
Okay.
much. But like I said, I didn't see the whole video. Maybe they were just breaking it down. But in between the breakdown, for me, I'm just very passionate about our youth,
Okay.
especially y'all young black men. So
I am
even
too.
you know what I'm saying. So even if y'all let him answer, and then you said whatever, and then even when he said something, at least give him some positive feedback. Give him a little bit more positive feedback so he can comfortably
Okay.
open up and
So
share more. That's
so
where
let
I
me
was coming
respond to
from.
you. I get that, right? But I'm trying because the video was such a long time ago from us having this conversation, and I'm scared to have them play it again. So let me recollect the video. Um, but I think I recall um him. Okay. He was constantly saying why he was acting that way, for sure. He was holding his own and he was saying, I was getting my ass beat, this was happening, that was happening. And his problem was that mom had him drug tested and he ended up going to jail. And what type of mom sends your kid to jail when you know he was getting his ass beat? And her argument was, I was wrong for that. I know all of that, but I had since left that life and we're already trying to do better with you. And now I'm trying to address your problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and in addressing your problem, this was the only way I felt was best to help you that I knew. And he was upset because who sends their child to jail? And the women were saying to him every time he kept saying, I was getting my ass beat, they were saying, we get that. But to me, I felt like they were saying, but was your behavior right? And when do you hold yourself accountable for that? As an adult, as you got older, your mom is out the situation. When do you hold yourself accountable for that? Should they have given him some more positive feedback? Yes. But I just see that they were trying to get him to see like I don't know. I'm always playing devil's advocate, and I'm a black mama and I don't play that with mine. And mine are raised quite well. You know, regardless of what I've been through, regardless of none of that. Mine, nothing that I went through because I wasn't allowing nothing to be on my kid like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's just crazy.
Right.
I'm going through my stuff and I'm trying to keep it on a hush. Now, that's where it gets kind of tricky because as kids get older, you can't just keep things on a hush. You can't just they see things and now you can't explain it like it's no way. Now the pieces is being put together and damage has been done. So
Mm-hmm.
you can't never really hide that. So I'm not saying, oh, my kids were never affected. Oh, they were damn sure affected. But I took the time to realize how they were affected and how they were being affected, how
Right.
it created different things within them that I needed to number one address sometimes and correct, and other times I needed to love on them and do it a different way. I couldn't always just punish or yell. I had to be more. I had to learn how to communicate with my kids. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But I totally see your side from it, and I didn't see it that way, so I can see it that way. How she could have been attacking, feeling the same way you felt. I can see it that way. So I'm happy you came on here and gave your opinion. I hope you can understand my side too. They were trying to get him to see, you still got to correct it, even though you had a reason for your actions, even though things happened in your life. And yeah, your mama did what she did, but you know, we like I said, she wasn't a black mama. So like you said, the black women should have understood, but see those women probably would have handled it like me and created jail at home. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
what's up, Tom? How you feel about that video, cousin? What's
What
up?
crack a lacking? Hey, I just got in here. I'm gonna keep it lit. Like
Okay, well
I just got in here. You feel me? Like a nigga was, chopping it up on the phone and shit.
all right. So you didn't see the video.
Yeah, what the video was about.
Mm,
Just don't
mm.
play it again.
Yeah,
Yeah, play it
don't.
again.
That's why you see me right. I
No, no.
got nervous,
Play it.
nervous right now. No,
I
no,
want to see the video.
bro.
Can
If
we
you
get the
can
video
make
on there?
Biz promise to play it one time only, and then cut it off. Okay,
Can we please get the video on the panel one more time, please?
Biz. I don't even know if he did because the comments ain't
This
came
is
up.
sad.
This show is called Face the Truth. But the only thing y'all facing is how to degrade this black young man who mother put him last over some nigga. Is that what you got? Vivica A. Fox, you sitting up there fixing your lips to tell him that it's not right. But when a mama say she let her boyfriend beat the hell out of her son, you didn't say, yeah, that's not right. All you said to her was, a lot of women go through that. You made an excuse for her behavior and not protecting her kid. But you'll sit there and tell this young man that this not right. Y'all talking down to this boy. See, I don't like that. If it was face the truth is that the mama did not protect her child. The mama did not put her child first. The mama put her child in jail so she can lay up with a nigga. That's what she did. Let's face the truth. If y'all really want to face the truth, y'all have the audacity. All those women sitting on the panel talking down to this black boy. It's no excuse. It's no reason. It's not plausible. It's unexcusable. It's degrading. I can't even think of the words I want to say. To allow a man to come in and abuse your kids. Then you wondering why your kid acting out and he not behaving and why he got behavioral problems and why he's becoming a bully. And then the man sit there and tell you, yeah, I was a bully because I'm at home and I got to get beat by this man and my mama don't do nothing. That's why I was doing it. And you're going to say, oh, this not right. What the hell is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? This is why it's so much trauma. Like,
Wait a minute. Let me just say at the very end, there was a point where one of the black ladies did agree with him and say she does understand that when you're getting beat, you're going to act out and go beat someone else because you can't beat the person. She did agree. I don't know. That video is kind of cross to me, but go ahead, Tone.
Well, shit. First of all, like that was the son, the one that was in the video with her.
Yeah, he was the one answering the questions.
Oh, well,
Yeah, that was her son,
number
definitely.
one, number one, them was fake tears. She started crying. That's number one. That's how I
They was
feel.
fake as fuck.
Them tears was fake, faker than a what, a $8 bill, nigga. Um, but yeah, that shit fucked up. That's foul as shit. Like the way he was getting done and shit. Like that. I don't know, man. Like it got to be boundaries, man. When it comes to like when you dating somebody and you dealing with somebody and you got kids, man. There got to be boundaries. Like certain shit just can't. You feel me? Go on. It's one thing to like talk to him or you feel me? Like you feel me? But like putting your hands. I don't know. I just never was big on that type of shit. I've been in
I agree with
situations where
that.
I've been in situations where I was with a woman and she had kids, like, and I didn't have women tell me like, get on them. Then I can say something, I can say this or say that, but like putting my hands on them, not finna happen. Like I'm not finna
Mm-mm.
whoop your kid, none of that. Like you feel me? Where they daddy at? You feel me? Like he wouldn't agree with that shit. He wouldn't like that shit because I know I wouldn't. Shit. So I don't know. Like that shit, it's all wrong. It's foul, and it was a lot of it's from the sound of it. It was a lot of manipulation going on as
Let me
well.
ask
Like
you a question. Let me pinpoint something to you though. Okay. So the young man was definitely acting out and he agreed that he was doing things that was like really bad. He was acting out, right?
right,
Like it's not that he denied it, right? He said, "Yeah, my behavior was bad. It was bad because I was getting my ass whooped." So let's get off of him getting his ass whooped, right? And whether that was wrong or not, because that's obviously wrong. I want to get to the actual mom, right? I want to get to this point here and the point that the son was making when she said, "But you put me in jail," and she said, "I didn't put you in jail. I paid for you to go in a program for kids that be acting up. They drug tested you and you failed the drug test and you went to jail, right?"
right.
How do you feel about parents who go because their child is actually acting up, actually doing really bad shit, right?
Hmm.
Don't matter why they doing bad shit, right? It could be they getting their ass beat. Take him for existence. The kid, he was getting his ass beat, but he was doing really fucked up shit. How do you feel about, like, do you feel that you, just because he was getting his ass beat, she shouldn't have took that route at all? She should have done something else.
I mean, yeah, because like number one, I'm not gonna put my kid in a program to where I know, like, I mean, I'm sure they had to tell her that shit. You feel me? Like, if we drug test him, we do random drug tests. If we drug test him and he come back dirty, he gonna get put in jail. Like,
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
that ain't your decision. That's me personally. If it's my
Mm-hmm.
child, that's not your decision, nigga. Like, you gonna
I feel
drug
the
test
same.
him and put him in jail. He in a program for
Mm-hmm.
this or whatever the case may be. Then rehabilitate that dude. Rehabilitate that
Right.
child. No,
Mm-hmm.
don't fucking don't like, and that's the problem. Like, that's the problem with the system and shit, man. It's not a lot of rehabilitation going on when motherfuckers going to jail and shit like that. They getting out doing the same shit, or you feel me, like worse. Most
Right,
times,
but
Right. So let me
also
ask you. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Also, I mean, let's be fair about everything, right?
right,
So being fair about it as well. Somebody said something to me when I was starting off with my parenting,
right,
Mm-hmm.
and then and it stuck with me. It resonated with me forever. Kids, okay, they're children. They grow up. They're still people, and they still have feelings.
right,
So
Oh hell
he
yeah.
went to jail. You know what I'm saying? He went to jail because he smoked some weed, but first of all, a lot of these kids are dependent on drugs because some of these parents, instead of dealing with these kids, they want to put them on Ritalin or Adderall, all the other stuff. So not only that, he is a young, he's a child, but he's still also a person. And
right,
if he is like, maybe he was battling his demons, like, all right, in his heart, maybe he didn't want to be fighting people at school and he didn't know how to deal with it. So now he smoked. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Most adults right now, what do we do when we have a hard day? Like, what? Go roll up
Well,
real quick.
I
So
smoke
he,
just period, just all
so
day, every day. But yeah, you're right.
you know what I mean? So he rolled up, but and you're right. What they were saying, they gave him his shot to say what he had to say, but also he is still a child. At the end of the day, whether
right,
he was 14, 15, 16, he's still a child, and this man has been
right,
abusing him since he was little.
right,
Absolutely. No, I already stated that earlier 3 times. I don't know if y'all heard it because I can't remember what I said then and what I said when y'all could hear me. But I said that I would have created my own damn jail at home. I probably wouldn't have done no shit like that. But so
Right.
that brings me to my next point, my next conversation I want to have, because so we all know, like, that was her choice probably because of she's a white mom with a black boy and she couldn't handle that. What y'all like? We know how to make jail and we know how to discipline.
Listen,
You
that
know.
dude, whoever that dude was, that dude took advantage that she was a white woman
Okay.
who's
Mhm.
different, like the culture was different. You see what I'm saying? Because
Yep.
let's be real. In most houses run by a black woman, that man is lucky. He knew he got over because he was raised. Because if that child was raised by a black woman, what a black woman would say, "Oh hell no, I'm gonna boil some water while his ass is asleep and Al Green his ass and throw some
Stop
grits
playing.
on him."
I said that up front.
He
I
would have
mean,
been got it if
we're
that
not touching
child.
my kids.
Right.
Exactly.
We're not beating
Exactly.
on my kids. Like, we're not even talking to my kids crazy though. That's the thing. We're not even talking to my children crazy.
Right.
Listen. You may talk to me crazy. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna
Hmm.
talk to my kids crazy. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
We're
but
not
you know
doing
what?
that.
You're not even going to talk to me crazy, because if I let you talk to me crazy and I let my kids see that I let you talk to me
No.
crazy, then
Yeah.
who am I to tell my kid to do
I
something
pointed that
different
out
when
earlier.
I didn't
Yeah.
even set boundaries for myself? So nah,
Yeah,
you're
I
not even
pointed
going to
that
talk to me
earlier.
crazy.
But when I say you might talk to me crazy, let me get it straight. Cause see, we power to the people. We strong as fuck women. But that's not what I meant when I said you may talk to me crazy. Listen, when I say you may talk to me crazy, you may talk to me crazy because you're gonna get it out your mouth that one good time, right? But you're not
Hmm.
gonna ever get that shit off on my children. You're not gonna have the opportunity, is what I meant by that. Do
Right.
you understand
No,
what I'm
no,
saying?
no,
Yeah,
I
that's
got
what
you the
I
first time.
meant.
I got you
Oh,
the
okay.
first time. I
Yeah,
wasn't attacking
yeah,
you.
okay.
I
No,
wasn't
no, no, no,
attacking
no.
you.
Not, I just want
I'm
to
doing like
clarify that
Biz.
for
I'm playing devil's
everybody.
advocate.
Right.
Let's
Nah,
put it all out there.
and I didn't feel like I was being attacked, but I did want to clarify that. We are
Hmm.
strong women, and I feel what you're saying. But let me
Hmm.
just say, when it comes to my kids,
You know
though,
that's right.
I may
Absolutely.
be weak. With my children, you'll never catch that weakness
Right.
ever.
Right.
I don't
Right.
play with them
Facts.
babies.
Exactly.
But it don't matter if you like you brought up. I
Hmm.
said this earlier in the conversation, in the talking. I don't know if y'all heard it because of all the other stuff, but um, you got to be careful because when you're in an abusive relationship, and abuse ain't it don't just look one way. It's not just physical. It's verbal. It's
Hmm.
mental. It's emotional. So just because your nigga ain't beating your ass don't mean you ain't in an abusive relationship.
Right.
Okay? That don't mean nothing. And you feel like some of these women can get out here, and I've experienced it. You feel like it's not happening to your kids. You keeping it quiet. They don't hear the yelling. They don't know what's going on. That ain't never ever the case. Y'all lying to yourselves. Them children gonna always be affected, and it's gonna
Hmm.
always be a bad goddamn effect. You better believe it. It's gonna be a bad effect, and every way that it shows differently in each child.
Mm-hmm.
He was aggressive. He wanted to fight, but he couldn't fight the people. I was like that from my abuse.
Right.
I beat a nigga ass. You could listen. I beat men's and boys. That's what I did
Hmm.
because men's and boys was the abuse where I was getting it from. So
Right.
I was out there beating up men's and boys.
Right.
You
Like,
know.
nah, you're gonna get this one. If they listen. If they got a little handsy, you
I'm
had
looking
to
at
let
that.
them know.
Yes, you understand what I'm saying? So I
Hmm.
definitely feel where little man was coming from because he ain't little no more. I definitely feel where he was coming from with the you gonna want to fight. But listen, just because your child ain't out here fighting and you don't see aggression in them, don't mean they not having issues. If you see them withdrawn, you see
Right.
them being hermits, staying in the house. You see what I'm saying? You
Hmm.
you gotta watch their communication skills. They always got problems with the girls at school. It's all kind of different ways that it show up. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever lie
Hmm.
to yourself because it ain't showing up the way we just seen this extreme, you know,
Right.
situation. Nah,
Right.
it's gonna affect them kids.
That shit,
Hmm.
it's crazy because like, and before we get the next clip on the panel, before the next video, um I just look at it like, man, like with that type of shit, like at the end of the day, I look at a lot of that stuff is about taking accountability. Like at the end of the day, like that's like me. Like I went through shit. You feel me? I went through shit at home, but I didn't go to school taking it out on the next motherfucker. Like I
Hmm.
didn't go to school doing this and doing that because and blame it on, what I'm going through at home. A lot of people, and I'm not saying that's what he doing. I'm not saying that's what he doing, but some people hear that shit a lot,
Hmm.
and people hear other people saying that and then use that as an excuse. You get what I'm saying?
Hell
Like,
yeah.
you never know the situation. You know, none of us really know the full on situation. But I mean, my whole thing is about taking accountability as far as the parents, as far as that dude, the father, the not father, but the boyfriend. He should have been taking accountability. He knew what's right and what's wrong. He knew the way he was
Mm-hmm.
that boy and how he was doing it. He knew if he was doing it out of love or if he was being mischievous, trying to hurt him. You feel me?
Right.
Like with selfish ways, and I don't know. It's just all about
Oh
the
no, he was
accountability
beating the
aspect.
mama like that too. So he definitely was doing it because he just a fucked up ass man.
Yeah,
Right,
he threw
right.
he threw he threw the mama down the stairs and damn near broke her
Yeah,
back.
yeah, 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 yeah. He was just a
Okay.
toe up type dude. He was
Yeah.
just a
So
toe up type dude. And mama just she she took for I give her that. You say her tears was fake, okay. I believe you.
I
I
mean,
I didn't feel it
as
was
far as
that
what she
real
was talking
either.
about when she was speaking on her kid, when she
Yeah.
started speaking on her kid and crying, I was like, nah, them fake.
I don't feel like it was that real either. However, I give her credit because she did take full accountability. She did. Now, maybe she did because she was on the panel she was on, but she absolutely took full accountability and responsibility for her actions. She didn't make no excuses because a lot of times mamas be on there making excuses left
Right.
and right. I would say the women talking to her gave her more excuses than she made for herself. You know what I'm saying? So I did have a problem with that lady making the comment of, well, a lot of women go through it because when you make a comment like that, you should be saying it because a lot of women go through it. You can get through it too. Not, oh, a lot of women go through it. It's okay. You went through it. A lot of women go through that. Nah, I don't
Right.
like the way she said that.
Once again,
Mm-mm,
that conditioning stuff, that conditioning.
mm-mm. Yeah, I didn't like that. That didn't settle well with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, before we go further, I just want to say thank y'all for coming on Off the Grid with Grind, watching this show. Biz, thank you for doing your job, I guess. Uh, and thank y'all for coming on here and talking with me. Also, like, share, subscribe. Please subscribe. And
Make
if there's another video, we
make
can go
sure to
to that.
become a member. Please
A
make sure to
member.
become a member. Get all the exclusive perks and everything. Next clip, please.
Sometimes a woman can talk her out of a relationship. You can talk. We do that.
Yes,
We
but
will talk our out.
I'm gonna say something, and this might ruffle little feathers. I don't think just being a good man is enough to stay in a relationship with them.
But when I say a good man, I mean like he's good. That means all around. That means himself, spiritually, mentally, physically.
That's great,
healthily. Like
but
he's a good man.
That doesn't mean that he's the man for you. And
Right.
maybe when you're going through these motions of getting to know him, you're realizing, okay, he's a great person, but honestly, I don't fuck with his humor. Like, he could be funny, but
And
he's not funny
and
to
that's
me.
why a lot of modern women are getting 40 with 4 cats and no man because
Maybe that's what
he's
they
a
like.
good he's a good man.
Okay, well, when she first said, I don't think a good man is enough, I was like, what? But then when she explained herself, I was kind of like, oh, that's so tricky because, I mean, a good man should be enough, but he has to be the right man for you. That's so true.
It's never.
What you say, it's never enough?
Hell nah.
I said
It's
it
all,
should be.
it's
I'm not a
never
man,
enough.
so I don't know.
It's always extra needs and expectations. No matter what,
Absolutely.
you can get everything you ask for and still be looking for something else. That shit crazy as fuck. Like that's
Well,
crazy.
that's how we learn what we want and we don't want is by getting into situations and realizing that wasn't what we wanted.
And
So,
realizing that the last motherfucker that was doing it the way he was supposed to. Let me go back and no, too late.
oh,
Too
I ain't
late.
never had that experience, boo.
Yeah,
I ain't
motherfucker.
never had that experience. And y'all, please, we off the grid. So let me just say this. I ain't never had that experience. The only time I had that experience where I wanted to go back was over G. And just get that real quick and move on because if I didn't broke up with you, we ain't got no relationship. There's a reason why we not together. I ain't went back. Not to be in no relationship. I ain't had that one. The man wasn't. he wasn't good for me. It wasn't gonna
Right.
work.
And I'm not
Yeah.
speaking on you per se. I'm just saying, like
No, I know.
a lot of women and men too, men to get a good woman and then fuck them over and then realize later on, like, damn, that was a good motherfucker. Like, maybe I should have. You feel me? Like, I wish I could have that shit back. You feel me? Like, motherfuckers do that shit.
A lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. And it's sad when they can't get back with that person and they ruined it. It's
Got
sad. But
you.
yeah, it's sad. How do you feel about that video?
I didn't hear most of it.
No.
So believe it or not, I didn't hear most of it, and then I kept clicking it, and then the sound came on. So just briefly tell me. So what was it? What was it that she was saying?
She was saying that it's not enough. The girl in the, what was it, brown shirt? She was saying it's not enough to just be a good man because, you know, he might not be the good man for the a good man for you, like the man for you. And the other woman said that's why there's so many women single most of their dang lives because you don't want to, accept a good man for a good man. It's not enough for you. You always want more. You want this, that, and the other. Like, that's basically what she was saying.
Oh, okay, okay, I see. Yeah,
Mhm.
but that that's not all people. Everybody got their own path. Everybody got their own experiences and their own path.
Correct.
Like
Mhm.
I've been single for probably 100 years. I ain't been active for probably 7. You know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that for the
I
fact
thought you
that
did say 100
I
years.
have 3 girls, and I don't care what man say he will or he won't. When kids start growing up, you look, and not in a disrespectful way. You be like, oh, look at, oh my God, my nephew getting big. Oh my God, my niece is getting, what I mean? The puberty's coming. It's like, oh God, what's in that? You know what I'm saying? So for me, I always just try to tell my kids from my past experience that our home is a safe haven. So if God saves a man for me for 100 years from now, a good man for me while I'm learning and getting me right. So when the time comes, I'm able to present what I need to present and give what I need to give. But my home is for me and my kids. No, nobody's coming up in here. Everybody's gonna feel safe, and there's so much going on in the world. I want them to feel safe when they come home. I don't never want my kids to be
Yeah.
outside going, oh damn, I gotta go home now. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
never
not a
want my
good
kids to
feeling.
feel like exactly.
No, that is not a good feeling. Absolutely. And when you in a relationship and you start seeing that in your kids, get the hell out.
Oh, straight up.
Hmm.
Get the hell out. And don't take too long because you don't want your kids to be done with you.
Exactly.
You'll
And
fuck
that's
around and lose
crazy.
a kid.
That's
You'll lose
crazy
a kid.
because it be like that. Like I ain't gonna cap. Like it was a point of time to where I used to like I was having resentment toward my mom because of the person she was dealing with. You feel me? Like so
Hmm.
I mean I know all about it, you know what I'm saying? Like and then watching this shit going cause certain shit is cool. Discipline is discipline, but certain shit is like, come on man, you overdoing it now. You pushing that line of abuse, god damn it.
Right.
But so I mean I can definitely, relate to that type of shit. You get what I'm saying?
I
Absolutely.
never even spanked my nieces and nephews, and I got into a debate with one of their aunts because I had asked her to watch the kids, and her opinion to me was, well, don't ask me to watch your kids if you're telling me I can't beat them. I said, okay, well then I'll never ask you to watch them
Can't
again.
beat them.
Okay,
Oh
that's
no, you can't
I
beat
let my
my
sister.
kid, but you can spank them. You
Oh
could
hell yeah.
discipline them. You could
No, no,
pop them.
you are not spanking my kid. Let me know what my
Yeah.
kid did.
No.
Write a log. I don't give a
Let
damn
me
what you
tell you,
do. You
I'm
are
not.
not going to put your hands on my child. That is my job to discipline my child.
Yeah,
Okay, this
you
is
right,
where
and then you
we
have your
gotta.
no,
No, no,
you have
no.
she have her. That's I mean that's her right. You feel me to
No,
feel that way.
I agree. She got her right, but I'm gonna speak my side. That is
No,
different from her right. My side is that everybody came back in the day. You be like everybody had the right to whip your child. Even the teacher could
right,
whip your child. I'm not
right.
to that
Nah,
extent. But
it's different.
however, if I trust you, with my life, my child, if I trust you, if I leave my kid with you, I better trust that you gonna take care of my child. Like, why would I leave my kid with you if I can't trust that? Therefore, I do give you the right to discipline my child how you see fit. Because if I think that you may discipline my child in a way that I'm not feeling, then you would never be touching my child in the first place. You
And I
wouldn't be
that's
watching them.
with you either.
No, no, that you wouldn't see them. You wouldn't see them. They wouldn't be at your house.
Right.
I'm picky with where my kids go and who they with, and can't everybody whip them. My brother couldn't whip my kids. I didn't want my sister whipping my kids. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Exactly.
However, I got a best friend, okay, who had older kids than mine. She's 10 years my senior. Had she had a pop one of my kids, I wouldn't have gave a damn. Cause I know they deserved it, and I probably would have popped their ass for the same damn thing. And if
And if
I
they're
can't
around me,
see them,
I'm a
cause
papa.
they with you, exactly. I can't see them, cause they with you. You better do what you know I'ma do.
Exactly.
That's just how I feel. Because sometimes it takes a village and some help. There's nothing wrong with your method of raising.
At
That you
all.
gonna do it and you gonna do it alone, cause you probably did a damn good job. You sound strong as fuck, but you know. I also didn't have my
Mhm.
kids around a lot of people and they wasn't ripped
And
by people.
it's
So,
another
but they
scenario.
could.
It's another scenario too. Like some kids, like I mean, me personally, shit. Like Trish just said, like she said, certain people, like people that she could trust with her life, sure, but like certain people, like no, because it's motherfuckers that you'll cross me, you'll dog me out. So why in the fuck would I
Mhm.
let you feel me, discipline my child? The same
Or
Exactly.
even
motherfucker you know
babysitting.
what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I do have family members like Trish, for instance. If I was to leave my kid with her, she know damn well if my kid get out of line, she gonna get in that ass the same way I would. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
so, but at the same time, like when you at sometimes, I'm not gonna say all the time, but sometimes when you take that away, like leaving your kid with somebody and them disciplining, they feel like, oh well, when I'm with auntie, she can't do shit, so I'm gonna act the fuck up. But shit, I know that time gonna come when I have to get in trouble by mama, but shit, that ain't until later. So let me go and get my
No, no, right, right. No, I get what you're saying. So no, I'm not. I never hit my nieces and nephews, but they
right.
already knew from the rip. Like soon as to the first day you spend the night, I don't care whether you can say it back or not. Gaga Google, yup, you at Auntie's house. This is the place to be. But let me let you know, if I tell you to do something, you better do it. If I tell you not to do it, you better listen. Because if not, you'll never come back here again.
Well,
Right.
yeah, that's the type of person I am. I hardly ever had to hit somebody else's kid or with. I don't know. It's only been one real bad mother sucker that I had to put my hands on. You understand what I'm saying? But beyond
Mhm.
that, that was his sister. No, I'm just. But beyond that,
Who said this?
I ain't never.
I
Shay
just
Shay
played.
was. Oh, I love me some Shay Shay though.
Hey,
That's
I'm surprised you never had to get in my ass, man.
y'all was bad, but y'all wouldn't do shit in front of me though. See,
Shit.
that's the difference. Y'all wouldn't do shit in front of me.
Miss
I had to
Riri.
get on you because your mama would tell me stuff that
Miss
y'all did.
Riri, I used to get her ass. She fall asleep. What? I put on the
Mhm.
Man,
cabinets. I been what?
man, I used to have to figure out it's too many of them little niggas now which one did it. You can't discipline them. You gotta eventually it's like all y'all in trouble. Everybody in
You
trouble.
just
Fuck
you
that.
just couldn't have no candy house around me like back in the days. Like candy houses ain't around like they used to be, as much as they used to be. You couldn't have a candy house around me. What? She had them
Mm.
damn she had the damn she had them gummy worms. Them was my shit. Like what? Every time I what the gummy worms is getting gone. Fuck you.
Mhm.
I was in love with
Yeah.
them.
You
You had to get in my
yeah,
ass.
if you teach them, if you deal with a child a certain way, like I find when I'm dealing with like strangers, kids in public, and they really cutting up, and I can't deal with it no more. So be mad if that's what you want to do about what I'm about to say. I'll bend over in that little kid ear and I'll whisper so softly at them, if you don't
Right.
shut the heck up. And you know what? They will just stop because they scared. You didn't came to their level and just whispered as calm as you can. And they, if I say it scares strangers, you know what I'm saying? Kids that ain't around you all the time. You definitely can use that same tactic with your nieces and your nephews. They could know
Mm-hmm.
who you are, and you not have to put your hands on them
And
because they know.
that was my point. As long as if you, it's up to you to establish the type of relationship you're gonna have. And if that's the type of relationship we're doing, I'm gonna let you know from the rip. I got you all day long, but you will listen. I'm not gonna hit you, but don't make me
Hmm.
feel like I want to. If you piss me off enough that I want to hit you, then you could never come back because I should never want to hurt you.
Yeah. Nyla says, now, no hitting my kid. You can call me and they can sit down until I get there.
You know that's right, Nala.
Uh,
Exactly. Don't put your hands on my kid.
Walt said, I'm fucking my nephews up if they get out of hand, out of line. Uh, yeah, see, I mean, it's a mixed crowd out there. You know, it's like this is the only thing. If you got permission to discipline my kids, don't play with me though. Don't I don't expect you to be doing all shit, going and getting switches and shit like you getting switches on your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right, right.
whip
Right,
my kids like they not your kids. Give them a good pop, one or two with an open hand on the butt, but not all that.
right.
You know, like
Yeah, but see, their aunt, the way she said it, and I should have took a little bit more to consideration her personality. As I got to know her more, it was like, okay, I see where she was coming from. But you can't look me in the face and tell me that if you can't fuck my kids up, you ain't watching them.
no, that's too much.
Thank you. You didn't even say discipline them.
But
You just said, yo, if I gotta fuck them kids up, I'm gonna fuck them up. I'm like, no, you're
But
not.
some people just, I don't know. Some people say things that sound harsher than what they really mean. You know what I'm saying? You got
Yeah.
that extra, yeah. I don't know. Some people do be sounding harsher because I know my homegirl will tell you I'll fuck that little nigga up. But she ain't gonna do all that extra. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be
Right, right.
appropriate. But she just a hard female. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
she turns into a man when she's passionate about the children listening. That's all that
Mm-hmm.
is.
I
Yeah.
get it.
All right. Well, y'all don't forget to subscribe. What else we need them to do? We need them to join. We need them to I don't know what it's
Join,
called no more.
subscribe to the crowd. Wait, that's
Yep.
her cries.
Subscribe.
Listen, you
Gas
heard me.
mask. Gas mask. Gas mask. I got you. Gas mask. So yeah, y'all subscribe to the tribe. That's
Yes,
what you was
sir.
trying to say, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you for hooking me up, reminding me what I was supposed to be saying. Again, thank y'all. This is Off the Grid with Trish. I think I had a great show. I did a lot of it by myself, and nobody could hear me. It was loud music, but what y'all missed was excellent. I'ma just tell y'all that it was excellent. Everybody understand how good it was. I'm sorry y'all missed it. But I enjoyed talking to you, Antone. I know my show's supposed to end probably like an hour plus ago. So I think we're gonna call it a night and we will definitely come back. Make sure y'all watch the next show.
Yes, sir.
Thank everybody for being on my podcast, my little show today. I appreciate not having to talk to myself anymore. That was great.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
It ain't gone. It ain't over.
It ain't over till I say it's over.
No, what happened is
I'm
you
just
the
playing.
producer. You the
No, I'm just
producer, cause
hell no.
I
I'm
got
just
a
messing
bone
with
to
you.
pick with you, my nigga.
Oh
Mm-mm.
no, it wasn't me.